Ooh, I fall apart, down to my core. Ooh, I fall apart.
You know, out of all the people I've ever invited to come work out with me at 5 a.m., there's only been one person that has ever shown up.
Blowing smoke, she asked me light a fire like a Morrison.
What's going on, man?
Mark, how's it going?
Good, man. How you been? Good.
It's always good to get a lift in with Mark when he's back in town. We just talk business, life, politics, you know, anything that you can imagine.
Some anal jokes here and there.
And I learn a lot from him. He's a really smart guy, really smart businessman, and a good dude. You know, I really enjoy his company. And it's funny to me to be hanging out with a professional bodybuilder, especially someone as well known as Mark. Because when I was in college, you know, I was still into the same things. I would eat a certain way. I was always in the gym, but I would never talk about this. I did not want to be known as the gym rat. And honestly, I did my best to make sure I didn't associate myself with those type of guys. And there's some reasons for that, which we'll discuss throughout the video. But I actually remember a time when I was like, I hate bodybuilders.
There you go. I told you that shit ain't a joke.
That is no joke.
Like, from a business standpoint, it's kind of like and that's the thing about what I'm doing on YouTube is that the market for this is much larger than just males 18 to 34.
Right.
So this is gonna be interesting. I've never done them like this before. I'm gonna have Mark coach me through this a little bit. So you're gonna pull back like this?
Yeah, basically, yeah, there you go. So you're pulling back. Instead of rolling straight up to your chest, you bring your elbows back at that angle. See, we've done the heavy, like raw, the just row.
Right.
And I think this is a good chance to just kind of focus on that contraction. I focused on my arms for probably 5-10 years, and I don't think I had any more growth than if I would have just trained them like everything else. I think you train every body part as a weak point, focus on them all, and just, you know, your genetics and your insertions, they take care of the rest.
It's another epic workout with the man himself. You guys know, needs no introduction, Mark. Thanks again, man.
Nah, man, you're always welcome at this gym, man. You're home.
Tell you what, guys, I mean, you see the space, you comment on all my videos. If you're ever in the area, you're more than welcome to drop by. Chances are Mark might even be here.
It's open free 9 to 5 on weekdays. So just come on by, and I'm here every other week or so.
I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a Rasta. Messing with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, them the shot.
How bro can you go? We got 4 whole eggs with cheese, we have some green beans, and this is my very gourmet dinner. If you guys think that I eat like a bro now, you should have seen me in college. I had every single meal packed up in Tupperware. I'm talking breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything, because I was always on campus, whether I was in class or whether I was getting tutored or, you know, something or other. I was always there, and I was so prepared. I probably spent like 2 to 3 hours a week just meal prepping, man. It was something else. And if I didn't have a microwave, I would eat it cold. I can't be the only one. You guys out there had to have been stone cold bro at some point. Let me know in the comments down below. But I'm just gonna finish this food up. I'm heading to bed, guys. It's been a long week, and I'll check with you guys tomorrow.
Going nowhere, you know that. What the name?
It seems like fitness tends to attract a very certain type of personality, whether that be bodybuilding, powerlifting, yoga, marathon running, whatever it might be. A lot of us have a little bit more obsessive personalities, maybe you would call it driven, but I think a lot of us are also more introverted, keep to ourselves, and I think that's what I was able to relate with most out of the people that spend a lot of time in the gym. One of the things I love about downsizing is that I can clean this entire place in like an hour, and that is how I love to spend my Saturday mornings. Get up, it gets me moving a little bit. It just sets me up for the rest of the weekend, you know, and this weekend, I am off the grid. I just need a catch-up weekend just to get caught up on all the things I've been putting off for weeks and months, and it's gonna be this weekend. So pre-workout, we're gonna go with some rice cakes and some sludge. I don't care what walk of life you are from, how can you not love rice cakes? So we're off to the gym. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit pressed for time today, so I gotta go to my commercial gym. And going from Tiger Fitness, which is like the ultimate gym, to a commercial gym, not the easiest, but we'll make do with what we have. And one of the reasons I never wanted to be associated with these bodybuilder guys that I always saw in the gym day in and day out, even though we were very similar in a lot of ways, right? But I just perceived them as, this is all they do, you know? They're just in the gym all day. They don't have a job outside of this. They just look at themselves in the mirror and think highly of themselves, and I don't want any part of that.
And they all brought a friend. Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink.
So we killed leg day, great workout, but now we have to go to somewhere that I would say is like my nemesis, my least favorite place of all time. The mall. And it's not just any mall, it's the most bougie mall you could ever imagine, at least that I've ever been to. It's called the Kenwood Mall. If you're from Cincinnati, you probably understand what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just gotta suck it up and get it over with.
We in the bed like, ooh, I fall apart. Down to my core, ooh, I fall apart. Down to my core, ooh. I've been with these hoes, popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. What you think about that? Find me in the gray Cadillac.
So mission accomplished. I got everything I needed. I feel violated by 14-year-olds. Everything you would expect from a trip to the mall. Now I'm headed to a store that I'm a little bit more excited about.
May I please have the grilled market salad as well as the 8 grilled nuggets?
So I decided it was not gonna be a very good idea to go to the grocery being as hungry as I am. I probably would buy that entire store. So we're at Chick-fil-A, we got the grilled market salad, the grilled nuggets, never disappoints, and then we can go on with our day.
Sometimes I'm my best friend, sometimes I'm my enemy. I don't wanna be nobody else, I just wanna be a better me. Yeah, sometimes I'm the
This is probably the most amount of food I've bought since I've lived at this place. So just real quick, I'll run you through it in case anybody cares. Cream of wheat, we got some Power Crunch bars. You guys know I love these things. Different variations of pretzels. These taste a lot better. These are a lot cheaper. Turkey bacon, no idea why I picked that up. Eggs, rice cakes, my favorite yogurt, this Carbmaster stuff at Kroger. It's like, I think it's like 30 cents a piece. It's dirt cheap. Vegetables, and as you can see over here, I'm actually growing my own Brussels sprouts. How amazing is that? So they're starting to sprout, if you guys can see that. But anyway, we got some ice cream, we got Halo Top, and then I bought like 4 or 5 of these little Ben & Jerry's for a video tomorrow. Actually, guys, I've never got so many more DMs in my life. Ever since I posted this picture of this low-calorie Ben & Jerry's, I literally got hundreds of DMs, people asking me to review this stuff. I was like, man, I cannot even believe people are this interested in ice cream, but I will be doing that tomorrow, and I got more of those, and of course, that's the only thing that I managed to lose or didn't bring with me. I don't know. But then we got some lettuce, almond milk. I love this old man cereal. I don't know why. It's just so good. And then we got some lunch meat. And this should keep me pretty well fed for like 2 weeks.
just wanna be a better me. Yeah, I just wanna be.
So for dinner number 1 tonight, we're gonna make a Big Mac salad. Sounds good, right? And I'm actually stealing this from my buddy Chris Elkins, who's vlogging every day now, by the way. He has a series where he's documenting his contest prep. It's pretty interesting. He's got a family, he's got a lot of things going on, so it's cool to see how he's incorporating all that into his life. If you guys are interested in checking that out, I'll leave his channel link down below. But it's really simple. All I'm gonna do is have a bag of salad, or a bag of lettuce, I should say, and instead of ground meat, I'm actually gonna be using this stuff right here. This is just vegan or vegetarian meat. It's good. It's not as good as ground beef in my opinion, but I just like the convenience of it. It's frozen. And here's where it might get a little strange. I'm veering off from his recipe a little bit. Instead of fat-free Thousand Island dressing, what I'm gonna be doing is using, see if I can find it. Where did I put it? Oh, it's over here. Reduced sugar ketchup for salad dressing. I know that sounds weird, but with the ground beef or whatever you want to call that, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of pickle as well as cheese, it actually comes together pretty well.
Sometimes I'm my best friend.
I would like you guys to know that this is 2 salads in one day. I am essentially the healthiest person that's ever walked the face of this earth, and I am not going to try to convince you that this is as good as a Big Mac, but I am going to try to convince you this is probably better than the dry chicken breast and roasted broccoli or whatever it is that you're eating, although roasted broccoli is amazing. But anyway, this is really good. So you can tell by the things that I eat, and honestly just the way that I live in general, there's a lot of similarities with what most people would consider the bodybuilding lifestyle, you know? And I think the main reason I didn't want to be associated with them is because I looked at them like they were stupid. I'd be like, that big juiced out meathead, there's no way you could be doing anything with this life. And that says a lot more about me than it did about them. I was really at a point where I hadn't accepted myself, so how could I accept anybody else? You know, I've always been cut from a different cloth, a little bit out there, and I kind of tried to hide it. I tried to conform, and then, I don't know, I'd say probably like maybe five years ago or so, I just got to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be unapologetically myself. And then once I did that, once I accepted myself, I was able to accept others very, very easily. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a bodybuilder or a mime or a tennis player or a video game connoisseur. Like, I will never generalize people like that like I used to, and I'm not proud of that, but I've definitely developed a lot as a person, and I'm happy to say so. So it's a little bit early in the night to be having a poverty brownie, but I got a comment from someone saying that I should try to make a poverty better than sex brownie using the poverty brownie recipe as well as a Quest bar. I was like, you know what? That might just be all right. So we're gonna see what we can do here. We're gonna use 1 scoop of the cupcake flavor. I know I've talked about these Kirkland bars in previous videos, but I am really impressed with the new bars that have come out. Usually these things get hard in like, I don't know, 3 days. This thing is still super soft. I'm not even gonna have to microwave it, although I might put it in the microwave a little bit, but you can see all I'm gonna do is kind of flatten it out a little bit. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the poverty brownie, put it on the plate like, oh no, man down, man down. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut this guy in half like so, and then we're gonna put this guy like in there. We're gonna take this second half, we're gonna throw this guy back on top, and I'm actually gonna put that in the microwave for maybe like 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, that was unbelievable. That is the best 330 calories you could ever eat in your entire life. You have to try that out. And this video has gone on way too long. I apologize for that. Final food of the day, we're gonna have some whole eggs and ham, not to be confused with green eggs and ham, although that would be pretty cool. Cream of wheat with some PES protein powder and the ice cream. To end the video, I'm happy to tell you guys, I could not have been more wrong. I don't know if you've ever heard the saying, the way you do one thing is the way you do all things. I think that's very applicable to bodybuilders. The hard work, the dedication, all of that, it translates into so many different areas. You take someone like Marc, for example, very successful businessman and family man. Take someone like Jeff Nippard, probably the best content creator that I've ever met. You know, example and example after that. So I was closed-minded and I learned from that. And I think that can go for not only bodybuilders, but any certain type of person that you see that you try to make a judgment for just based off of a category they fit in. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give this video a like. All you have to do is click that thumbs up button. That helps me out so much. And if you're new, subscribe. It was really great to have you here. I look forward to talking to you guys next time.
That's actually a money ass angle.
Right there?
Yeah, it's like point of view porn.
Man,